What is going on? What is going on? Welcome to another episode of Ballers. I'm B Wise,
It's your boy Mal.
And I'm Trigger.
and we're back with another episode number 12 for the Ballers, Brothers Aligned in Life Lessons in Sports franchise. Monday
Damn,
Night
is that what
Football.
that means?
Yes, sir.
We had
Yes,
a
sir.
whole conversation about
A
this.
whole
before we
conversation.
changed the title.
Whole conversation.
A
Whole
whole
conversation.
conversation.
Hey Trigger, we had brainstorming on what it should be.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Lady Ray, the number one super fan of the Ballers podcast. Shout out to Young Brycey as he walks out. Let's go, Young Brycey. Ice Bryce with the Panthers with the white on black.
What's up,
So-
Lady Ray?
Shout out Monday Night Football. It's a big matchup tonight for the Panthers and the 49ers. Cowboys got a big win to keep their hopes alive. As Charlemagne said today, 5-5. The Super Bowl is alive for Dallas fans. So, how you fellas feeling, man? How was y'all week?
Man, my week was it was pretty good, man. Can't complain.
All this winning, man. All this winning across.
Shout
all
out
my
to
teams.
Trigger. Trigger
Miami-
got
Yeah, I won't even talk about that. But yeah, I mean, just start off Friday night. Chicago, Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls. They went on the road. It was a cup game, and they went in and blew them out. I think they beat them. 36 points, something like that.
Mm.
I mean, they went nuclear on Chicago. Big time win. Obviously, the Georgia Bulldogs defeated Charlotte 35-3. Then we move on to Sunday. Obviously, we saw what the Cowboys did against the Eagles last night, so that was a good feel-good win, comeback gutsy win, because those are the types of games that Dallas normally loses. That puts up big numbers, coming from behind, pause, and they usually lose that type of game. But that's the first time those numbers actually hold any value that he put up yesterday, and he's definitely a big reason as to why. Wasn't the biggest reason, in my opinion, but he was a huge reason as to why we won that game. And then we move on to Sunday before the game. The Miami Heat had another road game against the Philadelphia 76ers, another team that had been playing very well this season, even without Joel Embiid, as the Heat have been without Tyler Hero. And Miami, for the first time this season, back-to-back road games in Chicago and Philly. They pull out some very, very convincing victories. And then obviously, my game, with the police, against the police department, with the fire department, we ended up pulling out a gutsy 4-point overtime victory against our law enforcement counterparts. So lots of wins over the weekend. It's nice to have all that happening.
It was raining doves. Big Trigger, not the little one, says Lady Ray. But all right, fellas. Speaking of teams over the weekend, Trigger, you got into it, but you want to get into anything? Did Florida State won, right? Well,
No, them fuckers lost on Friday.
hey,
Wait, 5-6 now?
Mm-hmm.
hey, shout out.
So much promise starting off the season, bro.
Right.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine the disappointment you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the refs at the rec league was trash bags. I said it. We need referee Miles out here because it was bad.
Yeah,
man.
you should have been
was
in
bad, man.
refereeing basketball games.
No, I don't do basketball.
Now you would have been out there. You could have called a false start or offensive holding or something, and it would have been better than what they was calling.
What was the issue?
They was
What
paid.
was the
They was
issue?
from Midland. They was from Midland. They worked for the fire.
What-
They worked for the police department.
What wasn't the issue was the question.
All the refs work for the police department. Lady Ray, it's a steak and cheese. I made the steak with some peppers, mixed peppers, all that. Go ahead,
They
go
will
ahead.
like call every little touch foul on us, of course, and then on our end let stuff go.
Mm.
Got to work way too hard at times, but man, that's what we got it done. I just kept telling the team, don't cry to the refs. We see what they're doing. Well, it's not gonna make things better. Just they're gonna call what they're gonna call.
I
And
got video.
that's the thing. That's the thing with sports, right? Is athletes I think worry too much about the refs. Like just play the game. Just play the game. Every athlete needs to go out onto the court, the field, whatever it is that they play, and just expect not to get any calls to go in their favor. I don't care if you're the home team or whatnot. Like just already having in your mind that hey, these refs ain't gonna call nothing for me. So that way, when you get into a situation and they don't call anything, you're not surprised. Just keep playing because the worst thing you can do is not get a couple calls and cry to the officials every single time. As an official, I'm going to use that against you. And I think some officials out there probably do use that against players. They aren't supposed to, but they're human beings. They have emotions too, and they remember stuff. So if you go out there and you're giving these referees trouble after they miss a couple calls or whatnot, it's probably going to be very, very hard for them to actually call something for you after that. So that's why I say just go out there. Yes, they're going to make some bad calls. Sometimes they're going to be very, very egregious calls. You can't get out of sorts. You can't get out of character. You can't react.
Trigger.
It's okay to show a little emotion, but you ain't got to mouth off to the refs. You ain't got to gesture towards them. You don't have to intimidate them. None of that. Just you move on. The game moves on.
Trigger. If you
And
had
then
me out
later,
there, we would have won by 20.
they'll
Would have
call
won by
things
20.
for you in your favor.
No,
People
they won't
remember how
because
to.
the dude with the thighs fouled out. That man had 72 fouls.
It's okay though because in the end of the game, I
It's
felt like
not
I got.
okay.
Hold on, let me explain. In the end of
Okay,
the
I'm listening
game,
to you.
I felt like I got a lot more calls than I wasn't getting to begin the game. And I didn't get the referees any trouble. Now, there was a couple of times I had to go talk to them. When they called some things that were a little egregious, I was like, all right, what is my guy supposed to do in the situation? And I was very respectful about it. I wasn't emotional. I didn't call him out his name. I didn't yell at him. I just went up to him. I was like, hey, what does my guy have to do in the
That's because
situation to
me
get
and
the right
Lady Ray
result?
got their addresses. That's why the
But
game
any,
changed.
but anywho, I felt like because the way I treated them, it impacted us later down the stretch. I got a little bit more favor because of that. So that's my lesson to you. Like sometimes, you gotta take all the bad. You gotta ride out the storm, okay, and
Trigger.
then just keep your cool.
They knew they weren't gonna make it
It
out that
does work.
gym. We had crowd noise on free throws,
It's okay. I'm just saying that stuff does work though.
and they heard us gonna take our cans back. We was gonna take half the cans back too.
But anywho, yeah. So just all the kids out there, life lessons. It has nothing to do with X's and O's. It's how you treat people. So
And as a referee, I'm gonna let you know now that shit don't work. We don't sit there and be like, "Oh, you being nice to me. Let me make some calls in your favor." No, people don't do that. If
Oh.
you foul, I'm gonna call a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul, ref.
So are you really gonna tell me? I'm not gonna sit here and say that, because I
Mouse.
haven't I haven't refed officially. I have refereed like, here and there, like, like basketball camps and stuff. But like, you really telling me that if a player goes to a ref and chews them out and tries to intimidate him, do all the other things, the referee might not turn a blind eye to like, a little ticky tack foul that maybe the other team was getting, and he might not reward that same player with that same call.
No, because if a player's gonna get loud with me, I'm gonna either throw a flag on his ass or tee his ass up, and then I ain't got to. And I promise you, once I do that, I ain't gonna have no issues with that player ever again. Because one thing they ain't trying to do is lose 15 yards or give up a free throw point.
But
When
Trigger.
you
Oh my
what's
bad,
up?
Mouse. I'm sorry. Go
No, go
ahead.
ahead. I mean, some refs probably do that, but you're not supposed to. Um, people miss calls, and a lot of times people are biased. They see what they want to see. And we're taught in class that a lot of people don't know. They're taught, hey, don't make this call. Don't be, calling this call a lot. Be strict on this call. It depends on what the supervisor wants. Um, that's just me personally. But now, if a player get loud with me, I'm gonna tech his ass, throw a flag, and I promise you, I ain't gonna have no issues with him ever again. Because in football, too unsportsmanlike, your ass is gone. I had to deal with that in the game this Friday night. Player for TJ, he was mouthing off, and I was like, "Say something one more time," and I didn't hear nothing out of him for the rest of the night. Now, when they lost, he gonna sit there and say, how much did we get paid?" But I mean, they already lost, so what did he have to lose? But me personally, you being nice to me, nah. I'm gonna be nice back, but if you foul, I'm gonna call a foul.
I'm not saying because I'm nice to you that I'm gonna get away with stuff. I'm just saying that because the way I treat refs, they might look out for me down the stretch. Like they might, okay, if they miss a couple ticky tack fouls and maybe they rewarding the other team with those calls, that maybe I'll start to get some of those. And I felt like late in the game, I
Mm-hmm.
started to get more of those calls because I
I
think
mean,
they can
probably.
feel the tension when players get frustrated. They feel like when things are going a certain way, like it's very easy for a guy to come in and get upset and get out of character or whatnot, and like officials, remember that. And I get it. You're supposed to separate your emotion from technicalities in the game. However, I'm saying that they are human,
Mm-hmm.
and I know me. If I'm a ref, you can tell me all day long, like, look, don't let your emotions come into it. I am no. If somebody come at me a certain way or whatever, I promise you, like, I'm gonna call a foul if he gets fouled. Like, I'm not just gonna completely, just write off that player. Like, whatever happens, happens. I don't care if he goes under paint and somebody, forearms him and knocks him out of the air, right in front of me, and I don't blow the whistle. Like, I'm not gonna do anything like that. But maybe, if he goes to the lane or whatever, and like he gets bumped a little bit, and I've been calling that on the other end and haven't been getting him that call, and he mouths off at me, maybe I'll continue to let that go, you know. But that's all I'm saying. Like it'll be like little stuff like that. But like obvious stuff, absolutely. I'm not just gonna completely just be like, no, I'm not calling because you yelled at me or you tried to intimidate me or you called me out my name or whatever, whatever. Um, but yeah, I felt like in the beginning of that game, and you go back, how many free throws I shot in the second half? Be wise will tell you versus the first half.
Be wise.
He shot a lot more free throws, but that's not what we talk about. Miles would be a better ref trigger. I'm saying because, and I get what you're saying. If you nice to the person, they're gonna be a little bit more lenient in your way. Miles is saying it don't matter. I'm gonna call what it is, the game it is. But for these refs, something changed in the second half. Because if I Euro step by you, that is not a foul. If I touch you, that is not a foul. If you
Yeah,
Euro step and go over me and you touch me, that is not a foul.
yeah.
But
It's a lot of it was like, okay, some things it was a foul, and other times it wasn't a foul. And I'm just like, okay, what are you doing?
yeah, it
At
was
that point,
phantom calls.
you're a little confused. But really, the one ref was calling a bunch of stuff. I went to the other ref at one point, and he was like, I don't know what he's doing over there.
It was
And
his first game. He got the
that
book.
just and for me, that does something for me because it's like, normally a lot of players complain and we see NBA players, and just any athlete in general. You ain't got to be a professional. But we see so many players, complain all the time. Like they never do nothing. They always innocent. Like every time the referee blow the whistle or whatever, they are always innocent. And with me, that's not the case. Like if you make a call and it's a foul, whatever. If I foul somebody, I foul somebody. That's I'm not going to say or argue anything. I'm never exempt from making mistakes. But everybody else act like they never do anything. I'm like, come on, like these referees are going to call stuff like they're not calling just to call it. Like you're guilty of most of the time.
Trick.
And I also say this: I've had a referee come to me personally after a game and tell me, maybe not verbatim, but I'm paraphrasing here. I had a referee tell me this in my men's league last year. He was like, I appreciate you not interacting with the officials like the other players do. And when he said that, he's talking about the disrespect. So they know
Make the call, ref.
they see this type of stuff, and that to me, like that human element, that emotional element is real. Like I know they're supposed to be unbiased and call things a certain way, but again, to me, that just confirms like they pay attention to the ones who give them trouble and the ones who address them a certain way.
Hey, Trigger, I'm with you. But
I
hey,
mean, I hear
Miles.
you, and
Oh,
I agree. I hear what you're saying, but that's on the rest because if they sitting there letting them players disrespect them, they ain't doing their job. As an official, you're supposed to control the game.
That's right.
Player that's disrespecting you, tee they asses up. Because I promise you, that's all you need to do. Now, what they say behind your back, it is what it is. But if you sitting there letting them chew you out, that's on you. I don't, when I was a young official, yeah, I took that. But now, like one thing I do in my pregame, I tell the head coach, I only talk to you. There's no reason for your assistant coaches to say one word to me. If they say something to me, we're walking 15. And I don't have any issues. If assistant coach try to say something, you ain't got nothing to say to me. Leave me alone. And they back the fuck off. So as a referee, that is on you for sitting there letting them talk to you the way they talk to you. Because I promise you, tee their ass up, they will shut up.
Well, fellas, we are 15 minutes in. On our new. Now you good? We good. This is what we need. So it's fine. I forgot what I was about to say. I was about to say something about the game also, but
can I get my Miles message right quick?
You want to give it now?
Yeah, before I forget. I need to give a shout out to Miss Tia Benefield, the wife of Trayor Benefield.
She was out there yelling too, screaming for them calls.
The work that admin do is underappreciated. Trick, I don't know if she told you that we text today, but part of the admin's job is they have to break up fights. So today, why we in school today, I don't know. We had 3 girls fight today, 7:00 in the motherfucking.
That's right. I'm on as soon as I see you on site.
I've seen it happen.
The school security guard, he was smart. He grabbed the smallest one. My dumb ass, I grabbed the strongest fucking girl. And man, I went for a ride.
You grabbed Baby D.
Yeah, I grabbed Baby D. Baby D took me for a ride, man.
Hey. Say hi.
Look at that. Little Tia in the making.
Where you say hi? Tell them night.
That's a little trigger. That's Asia Wilson. That's Asia Wilson right there.
Say good night. Say good night. All right.
Good night. Hey, shout out my baby girl. She had to go through an emergency 2 surgery today, and she bounced back, and she's sleeping right now. But
in the morning,
shout her out. But what I was gonna say, Miles, we was an overtime away from Trigger having a press conference about missed opportunities at that game as well.
Okay.
Hey, oh no, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, they had a moment. You know how you said the joint about Tucker? In the middle of the game, the dude was over there dribbling. He was like, "Pass the ball to Trey!" In the middle of the game, dude was over there dribbling, trying to do. He's like, "Pass the ball to Trey!"
Yeah, that's the other thing too about you playing with some guys who don't play basketball like that. They don't understand situations, and we spent the whole second half fighting back. We were down. They were like 10, 12 points, and we would come back, and then they'd go back up again, and we come back, and they go back up again. So it was just a huge tug of war. And we finally tied the game, I think, with like a minute left. Things got interesting. And largely that was done to a 3-point barrage by me in the second half. I mean, I came down, I think, 4 or 5 possessions in a row and hit threes and just, absolutely just willed the team back into the game. And I got hot, and when I would come down and pass the ball just to try to set something up and get it back, I'll make a pass or whatever, and then guys try to go do their own thing. They're like, they had no understanding of, hey, we need to feed the hot hand. We need to we got an opportunity right here. This game is getting late. We're down. Trey's making a run. Like, we need to keep feeding him the ball. Like, there's no reason why we go down here that he does not touch the ball, in this possession, or if he gives it up, like, he needs to get it back before a shot goes up. Now, he brought us back. Like, we gotta reward that. So they don't have that understanding because they're not, basketball players. They haven't played on the levels that I've played on. So it can be a little bit difficult. It's the
truth. They
truth.
Played on the playgrounds, man.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Show me one that played.
Hey, Miles, no, bro, I'm sorry.
Show me other Hall of Famers out there. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just telling the truth. Like,
he was being disrespectful.
These guys don't play like that, so they don't have that understanding.
No, say guys and girls. Miles, first quarter, first half.
What girls? We didn't have
Girl with the ACL ankle knee brace on. Come out there to set a screen. Trigger go straight through that screen, mouse. He go straight through that screen. Hey, we was like, if you gonna set it, you gonna have to set it.
But see, I didn't realize that a female was setting that screen. All I
See,
know
listen
was
to
I
that.
was guarding my man. All I know is I was guarding my man, and I felt the presence, on my peripheral. I didn't look to see if they were male or female. I just felt the presence in my peripheral. So my instincts took over, like, all right, you need to get over top of this screen. So I do exactly what I do, or how I was taught to do, when anybody sets a screen on me to get over the top, is take out that top hip and like just bulldoze myself through it. It's completely legal. And I looked up and saw it was a female, and I was like, oh, like, I hope I didn't, hurt her. It seemed like she was fine. Like, she
was fine. She was fine. It wasn't malicious. It was just
I
basketball.
was just, my instincts took over. I didn't, look and see, oh, she's a female. I need to, like, back
No,
off
I'm
or
messing
whatever.
with you, Trigger.
But, like,
You didn't. No, you did what you supposed to do. She was just.
Yeah, that's exactly. I just saw a body. I didn't see male, female. I just saw a body on my peripheral. I knew it was coming. I knew it was there. So I was trying to, and the way the ball handler was set up, he was angled towards going off and using that screen.
Yeah.
So, I was like, all right, so I know I'm going to have to go over the top of the screen. So I was positioning myself to, like, again, take out that hip and, like, get over the top of it. If I was guarding somebody who couldn't shoot, I would have went under. I would have never made contact with the screener. I just would have just, let the dude go over top. I would have went up under her, and not like that. And then came on the other side and, met the person I was guarding. But he was the one that was raining threes on us, so I was like, I got to go over the top. So I had to make contact with the screener.
At the end of the game, both the women that the cops had was on the bench for a good 10 minutes at the end of the game, just letting you know. When it was crunch time.
They needed defense. They needed defense.
They needed the D, is what Trigger said. But
oh my God.
Back to the Miles message. I'm gonna say unshout out to that shout out because Tia also told us about her underground snitches she got too.
Oh yeah, I got them too, bro.
Y'all giving out candy for snitching, bro? Come on, man.
No. Every teacher got snitches, and we don't even have. I don't have to bribe them. They'll just come up to me, Mr. Mallard. You want to know the T? What's up, Brandon? Blah 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 blah. Okay, thank you. I don't bribe them. They just, I don't know. I think kids feel like, well, if I tell on someone, then I won't get in trouble if I fuck up, which that ain't the case. But oh yeah,
hey, let them keep thinking that.
Yeah, shoot. Every good teacher got snitches on the payroll.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to also
it's crazy
the Trey.
I had a kid snitch today talking about. I mean, I didn't even ask for it. Just flat out told. And it was his best friend. There ain't no loyalty.
Golly.
No loyalty in these streets.
No loyalty.
Ain't no loyalty in the middle school.
Ain't no loyalty. I was like, y'all telling about the bathroom fights? You don't tell about those fights.
Bro,
that's why we go to the bathroom.
They will show you the video. Hey, Mr. Mallard,
that's what she said. She said they're showing the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all niggas taking video?
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. You don't understand. That's why I tell kids all the time, please don't.
World star. I'm glad we didn't have it in high school because, bro, we would be worse. We would be so worse. World star. Like, oh my God. But all right, Miles. Trigger. Let's look at the benefit of the doubt of the coach Trey winning plays. Look at the picture. Hey, Miles, look at the picture I got for. Look. He got the championship trophy in hand. The referee with the Beijing, you can see how black his facial hair is to the top of his head. You see Triggers is all the same color. The guy next to Trigger is the one who
Bobby Boucher, that's what we call
Devin
him.
said Rasheed Wallace somebody in the game.
Bobby Boucher. That boy's out there playing football.
And he grabbed somebody, Miles. He's like, oh, foul. You need one of those. You need a crash out.
From behind, pause. And,
no pause needed. That was a crash out we needed.
He said that was all ball. Like, no, you fucking.
It was all ball. He grabbed all balls.
Grabbed the whole
all the balls.
All three of them.
Yeah, he grabbed all three of them. I was like, oh my God, they okay?
Yeah. But as far as my benefit of the doubt, right now everybody is doubting the Philadelphia Eagles, and I, Trigger, am coming to their defense.
Hey yo.
Oh, I
Here's
got
why.
to hear this.
So, I always argue and say people should not be prisoners of the moment, right? And that usually applies to teams or individuals who are doing great for a stretch, or maybe a game or two or whatever, when we've seen the whole body of work before that and it wasn't as great as that one moment that they have had, right? I kind of want to do the opposite here. Like the Eagles have been, maybe they haven't been playing great football all year, but they're still 8-3, and they have a lot of quality wins on their schedule thus far. So I want to take this opportunity to say that this one time that they, I guess, got exposed against the Cowboys compared to what they've been doing all year, let's not take this out of context here. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Now all of a sudden the Eagles' offensive line is not great. Jalen Hurts is not that dude, and Saquon Barkley is not the same running back he was. And people say that in a negative way. I say that as a positive because he hasn't been the same running back this season, but they're still 8-3. So I'm just like, you still got time, still a lot of football left for him to get right. And he's not the only Philadelphia Eagle that ain't, been producing consistently throughout the first 11 games so
Same
far.
amount of negative runs as Ashton Genty, Saquon Barkley has.
Yes. So even with all that, they're still 8-3. Like they still have so much more they can get better at. But again, coming to their defense, the Eagles have still beaten the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. They beaten the Packers. They beaten the Lions. They beaten Tampa Bay when they were rolling, right? And they've also got a win over probably the NFC favorites right now, the LA Rams. Those are 5 really good wins that they have on the season. Now, I know some of those games, they didn't score a lot of points, but the other teams, the Packers, the Lions specifically, also, they're supposed to have good offenses. They didn't score a lot either. And this Eagles defense has been one of the highest rated defenses in the league all season. So let's not let one game here against the Cowboys let us forget what they've done so far this season. Despite all the issues, the internal issues that they have right now, they are still sitting atop the NFC East and top of the NFC division up there with the Rams at 8-3. And again, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, you want to throw Dallas Goedert in there, maybe Jalen Hurts in there to some degree. These guys have not even played their best football yet. Now, is that going to happen at some point? I hope so, because again, they're 8-3 and they haven't really put it together yet. But now, you think about it, we're kind of late in the season. We're in the second half. Again, still a lot of football left to play, but at what point is this all going to start to come together where these guys are playing at the level that we are accustomed to seeing them play at, right? So that still remains to be seen. However, I'm going to pretend to be an Eagles fan here. I'm going to be optimistic about it, and I'm going to continue to use that approach. Yes, these guys have not been great, by any stretch that we've seen them do in the past so far this season, but yet they still managed to win 8 games so far. So you gotta take that into account. That's gotta count for something, So again, the Cowboys, yes, they went out yesterday. They deserve all the credit in the world. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm proud of them because I've seen the Cowboys play good teams in big games. I've seen the Cowboys getting big holes a lot.
Hey yo.
And Dak has to throw and throw and throw, and his numbers are inflated because they get behind and they don't run the ball as much. They got to throw, 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 throw. And his numbers look good, but the Cowboys never win these games. And yesterday, it was deja vu all over again. Like, here we go. The Cowboys now 21-0. It's still early, but you could tell the way the game was going. The self-inflicted penalties they would get, in untimely situations that set them back and killed drives, killed scoring opportunities. Even late in the game, the 2 fumbles we got in the second half, like we got no points off of that. So it was like, man, they're giving themselves multiple opportunities, and a lot of this self-inflicted stuff is keeping them from getting up points. And I'm like, here we go again. Like Dak is balling out. He had the 1 interception, which was a bad throw in the end zone. That was completely on him. But he still put up over 350 yards passing. He still had a really good passing completion percentage. He threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for 1. So like his numbers were great. Besides that one interception he threw. Obviously George Pickens. We ain't got to talk about what he did. He was phenomenal. CeeDee Lamb, outside that 150-yard catch he had down the field, that bomb. For whatever reason he plays the Eagles, the man can't hold on to the football.
Had more drops than Vaseline.
But even with all of that going on, what all the Cowboys did offensively, their defense won them this game.
And who was the only person to pick the Cowboys on this panel?
Oh, you did. You did. Exactly. And I give you all the credit in the world for believing in them. And guess what? I'm gonna pick against them again on Thursday. I'm gonna pick against them again next Thursday.
Me too.
So, if they prove me wrong, great. I will happily eat crow and say I was wrong. But the way that game was going yesterday, it was one of those games again.
It was a Panthers game. Y'all got to believe.
You've seen the Cowboys do this so many times. Dak gonna put up these big numbers. They're still gonna lose, and they found a way to do it. The defense made the biggest play of the game, that 3rd and 2, right after the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter, and Osa Odighizuwa gets home on Jalen Hurts and gets a sack. Big sack. Only sack in the game for the Cowboys defense. And it came in the biggest moment. I'll take that. They don't get a lot of sacks, but I will take the one sack that's going to essentially win us the ball game. And they got home. Quentin Williams was pushing that pocket. He was a beast yesterday, once again. The Cowboys might not have got as many sacks in that game yesterday, but the quarterback pressures in certain moments and the hurries in certain moments rushed Jalen Hurts into making some bad throws, into getting them into 2nd and longs and 3rd and long situations. And even though it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, again, just getting to the quarterback and forcing him to give it the ball sooner, making off-balance throws is just as good as getting a sack. And Quentin Williams was definitely a game wrecker again yesterday in the trenches. And I'll tell you, these 2 games, I know the Raiders we played, nobody thinks really highly of them, and they're, at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to, the NFL teams this season. But in the 2 games, you go against a really bad team, you go against a good Eagles team, and a really good running back in Saquon Barkley, and they have held total in the last 2 games 90 yards rushing. Saquon Barkley had 10 carries for a grand total of 22 yards rushing yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, if I did my math correctly, that means Saquon Barkley averaged 2.2 yards per carry yesterday. That'll work.
That's not this crazy this year, though, Trigger. That's not a big thing this year.
And he has not been big this year at all. Like it's been night and day compared to last season versus this year. And I don't know if it's scheme. I don't know if it's the offensive line is not as good. I don't know what it is with Philly. They're catching a lot of heat right now.
Well, here's the thing. History shows. I ain't mean to cut you off, Trigger, but history shows. A running back rushed for 2,000 yards. The next year, they really don't do much. If you look at Terrell Davis, he got hurt the following year. Jamal Lewis got hurt. Adrian Peterson got, hurt. I'm trying to think who else. Chris Johnson. I think Chris Johnson rushed for like 1,300 yards. So, the following year is really not that impressive. I think Saquon carried the ball 400 times last year. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body. So him not performing well is not a surprise because history shows after you rush for 2,000 yards, you really don't do well in the next season.
Yeah, but I know the bulk of those running backs he named also got hurt the next year.
Yeah.
So they didn't really have a chance. Like Saquon's not hurt. So I say, is it scheme? Is it coaching? Is it offensive line? Not creating those gaps for him to get through. Like, what is the real issue here going on? Is it the play calling? Saquon
the
Barkley
league has adapted.
Are the Eagles becoming too one-dimensional? Like, are they becoming, predictable?
AJ Brown said it.
There's a lot of questions, when it comes to their offense and why it feels like on paper they should be a lot better off in the run game than they are. Because again, we talked about it a bunch in the past that in order to win in the postseason, especially when it gets cold, what do NFL football teams need to do or be able to do in the playoffs? They need to be able to run the football. And the way the Eagles' run game has gone so far this season, they're 8-3 and they got time. But if they don't fix that, they're not going to go very far this year. But anywho, I just want to wrap this up by saying that, people are out on Philly and calling them out. They got all these issues all of a sudden. that no one really talked about or said existed. You know, the first 10 games of the season. It wasn't until they played Dallas yesterday, and Dallas, kind of exposed a couple of things. That now all of a sudden you got all these issues with Philly. Like, just pump the brakes real quick. Let's see how they do against the Bears next week. Another 8-3 team. They play actually this Friday, so they're on a short week. We'll see how they do. They
Yeah,
go
they have
home.
to travel.
I think they got to go. Yeah, I think they go back to Philly. I think the Bears come to Philly,
No, I
right?
think no, it's at Chicago, ain't it?
I thought it was in Philly. Either
Okay.
way, two cold cities. They got to travel either back to Philly or go to Chicago. But
Oh, yes, at Philly.
we will see how they do and how they respond coming off of this loss of Dallas. A loss where they shouldn't have. They went scoreless in the second half, and it's crazy because the first game of the season, kind of went the same way. They held Philly to just 3 points in the second half, and the Cowboys didn't score. So, for whatever it is, whatever reason, the Cowboys have adjusted well in the second half against the Eagles this season. We've seen through 2 games so far. So I don't know, but again, even with all that going against the Eagles, um, let's not write them off yet. Like, they're 8-3 for a reason. They got some quality. It's not like they beat up on a bunch of cupcake teams. Like, they beat some good teams. 5 of their 8 wins have come against really good opponents. So let's not, and they lost to the Broncos by 4. That probably should have been a win. There was some controversy down the stretch with the penalties and some of the things that happened towards the end of that game. But me, I don't like to blame it on just one thing. There's probably something early in the game they could have done to avoid that situation. But that's neither here or there. But again, let's not take credit from Philly. They got 5 quality wins out of 8 on their schedule. And I think they're still a pretty good football team, a legit football team. And I would take them at this time over the Cowboys, as far as playoffs go. Dallas still has a lot to show me. I know they did good last week against the Raiders. They impressed me even more against Philly. But if they go out and do it against Kansas City and Detroit, then I might go ahead and buy in and be like, all right, this team might make the playoffs. But we got to see what they do the next 2 weeks. Even if they go 1-1 the next 2 games between Kansas City and Detroit, they still have a chance. They got to win out the rest, though. And that's very doable because you're playing a down Chargers team, a down Vikings team, and you got 2 layups with the Commanders and the Giants. Although both of those games will be on the road and they're divisional games, and we know those
Don't
will be
call
tough.
the Giants a layup.
But they should be they should be winnable. They should be winnable. But anywho, if they go 1-1 over the next week, we might have a conversation on our hands. Obviously, if they lose Thursday and then turn around and lose to Detroit the following week, then they're pretty much out of it at that point. But even if they win 1 of 2, they can still possibly make the playoffs. They win both, now we got something. So they've been impressive the last couple of weeks, since the trade deadline, since the bye week. Yes, they have. They played a lot better. The defenses looked a lot better. But it's really going to tell the story when they go up against Kansas City and Detroit. So that's all I got. Don't give us on the Eagles yet.
So I just want to retort what Trigger say. I kind of disagree with his take on the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they are who everybody thinks they are. I just think, Lady Luck has been on their side. Like I said, the Cowboys game at Philly, they should have lost that game, but CD, he got butterfingers. He dropped not 1 but 2 touchdown passes. Kansas City, Jalen Hurst didn't even throw for 100 yards. Kelsey fumbles the ball inside the 5. They won by 3. The Rams, they blocked not 1 but 2 field goals. Yeah, they blocked it, but the Rams dominated that game, and I think the Rams were up 26-8.
Yeah, they were big.
The Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell, he lost that game himself, going for it so many times, leaving points on the board. Green Bay game, Jordan Love was absolutely atrocious. So yeah, they have won their games, but at the end of the day, that shit can't last for the whole year. If you don't believe me, ask the Kansas City Chiefs last year when they won all those 1-point games.
Minnesota Vikings a couple seasons ago.
Minnesota Vikings. The Philadelphia Eagles 2 years ago. Remember they were 9-1, and then they ended up going 11-6.
Should have won a division, and they ended up choking. Yep,
yeah.
I get it. Those are all fair points, my brother. Yeah. They really are.
Jalen Hurts. he is not the answer. He is not the answer.
You can't say that. That's Super Bowl winning quarterback, Super Bowl
Okay, no,
MVP.
no, no, no. Let's stop going there. That defense won that Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts threw for 210 yards, bro.
The Kansas
He
City
won the
Chiefs
MVP. He
sold
won the
to stop
MVP.
Saquon, and Jalen
He
Hurts threw
won
that
the
ball.
MVP because the defense. Who was you gonna give? You couldn't give it to somebody on the defense.
Yeah, the
He
defense
did.
was phenomenal in that
The
game.
defense was phenomenal. He
I
threw for
can't. I can't get
210
y'all that.
yards.
I can't.
Yeah,
Can't get that because I watched Bryce Young do it last week. They dared you to throw the ball, and Bryce Young threw the ball. He
Bryce
threw.
threw
That was
for
a game.
400 yards, not 210.
That's a Super Bowl win, though. That's all I needed to win the
No,
game. And a
no,
blowout.
no.
I blew
So
out.
True. So
The
you gonna sit there and
defense,
say
the
Trent
defense won that
Dilfer?
game.
Our defense held them to 6 points in the second half. We were down 21 in the first half. Our defense held them to 6 points in the second half.
The
You
man
still
threw
got to
for
score the points.
210 yards. No.
How many points did they score?
They scored 40, but they had a pick six. How many times they started on their side of the field because of
The defense. How is a team game? Football
Nah,
is a
yeah, it's a team. Yeah,
team
it's a team game.
Yeah,
sport.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I've been saying. It's a
and the
team sport.
defense and the
He
defensive
did his
team gets the
111.
MVP.
no.
He did his 111. He did his 111.
111. What is that?
Just
His
like
one of
that,
11. His one of 11 on the team. It's 11 people on the
just like
field.
the Cowboys game yesterday. The defense won that game yesterday. That's why I didn't give Dak all the credit. I said he had a large part, but that Cowboys defense
Hey,
is
you
what
need to
won
get
them the
George
game.
Pickens all that credit. Y'all need to pay
Yeah,
that man.
but I'm saying
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts.
he do.
And there's rumors going around that Philadelphia locker room they are not impressed with Jalen Hurts.
I mean, we know that. That's the same thing I hear with Bryce all the
That's my
time.
point. He's not.
I hear that all the time, though.
There's a reason why he got benched at Alabama for two.
But I guarantee, I bet you this: Kevin O'Connell will be impressed with Jalen Hurts.
I mean, that
KOC gonna be
the answer right now.
I bet you he'll be the answer in Cleveland. I mean, not Cleveland, in Minnesota.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Nah, because Minnesota ain't got the team for the guy. Shit, let him go to Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson, all he need.
No.
Well, you right.
You gotta get it there first. He don't throw the ball.
Devontae Smith is having an outstanding season.
AJ Brown did have a good game yesterday.
Well, hell,
But he did go a
in
long
Dallas.
time without. He did most of his work in the first half.
I can't put it on Jalen Hurts when AJ Brown has been telling us all season. Maybe it is Jalen Hurts is the underlying cause, but he's been saying our offense is not good. Y'all have had how many different coordinators every year? You have to change your court. Jalen Hurts has had a different coordinator every year he's been in the league.
But what's that got to do with reading the coverage? Hey, the safety's over here. I need to throw it in there. He's not doing that.
Does he have an answer for that? Maybe the answer wasn't. Did he have an answer for that?
Ball.
Are we seeing people run wide open on film? I don't watch the Eagles, so I don't know.
Well, it's the NFL. Nobody's gonna ride wide.
I mean, you NFL open is what I mean.
Yes, and he's not delivering it.
But I'm just saying, if Saquon's not running the ball, I really can't pass the ball if Saquon's not.
So why is Saquon not running the ball? Is it because they're stacking the box because they don't trust? I mean, they don't fear Jalen Hurts.
They did that with Bryce, and he threw for 448. That's what I'm saying. Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball though for 250.
250. Well, against Dallas defense, hell, I could throw for 200 against that defense.
It's an NFL defense though. We can't say that.
No.
Y'all got $220 million cornerbacks.
Man, Rim would have been out there running
terrible. You said yourself they've been terrible all year.
I mean, one of Bryce's best games was against y'all cornerbacks. So
yeah, hell yeah, exactly.
We don't trick the
I don't understand. I think Jalen Hurts 2 times he's thrown for 200 yards has been against us. Well, no, because he ain't thrown for 200 yards in the first game. Now he doesn't turn the ball over because he don't fucking throw the ball. He's not. In my opinion,
17 touchdowns to just 1 interception.
He is not the answer, and it's showing in the locker room. His teammates are losing faith in him. But they're still 8-3. I still say that is the best organization in the NFC. Howie Roseman is that dude. So they will continue to be successful. Now on to the Cowboys. I was very impressed by that game yesterday. I do not watch the Cowboy games anymore when they play Sunday. I watch NFL Red Zone, and when they come up, I just watch it. I tried to watch a little bit of it. They went down 21-0. I said, well, let me go back to Red Zone, especially when Dak threw that pick on the 2-yard line. I love Dak. I mean, well, I say I love Dak. I have my issues with Dak. But one thing I've always said is Dak is a warrior. He's gonna fight. Now he's the reason why we're in that hole, but he's gonna try his best to get us out that hole. Um, they showed me something. And do I think this is going to? I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think the NFC is just too loaded. The NFC West is loaded. I think 3 teams out of the West will make the playoffs. 2 teams from the NFC North. So that just leaves division champs for the East and the South. Um, but
I don't think 3 teams
I
out the
just want
West are
to
gonna make it.
see them. Huh?
I don't think
You
three
said
teams
what?
out the West are gonna make it. I don't
Are
think
not
three
or
teams
are?
out of the West aren't.
And
So
again, some of these teams gonna start playing against each
It's
other
too
too.
many.
So
It's too
somebody
many.
gonna have to
Yeah, it's
lose.
too many with 6 minutes. It's too many with 6 wins. It's a lot of teams in that middle with 6, 5, 4 wins to where I think
And the
it's a
Cowboys are
lot more
only
muddled than we
one
think.
win behind, so they're not as
I
far
mean,
out of
we'll
it as people
see.
think.
I just want them to fight,
That's
man.
why I say
Play
they
hard.
can go
It's
one
gonna
and
be a
one over the
fight.
next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and they can still have a chance to
I
get in.
mean, I don't see them beating the Rams. The Rams defense is on another level. Um,
I think the Rams are beatable after what I watched last night. I just
they
think
won.
Tampa was hurt.
They won by
Yeah, I think
26.
injuries are starting to catch up to Tampa Bay
Yeah, I
too. I
think
was going
Tampa
to
was
say
just
something
hurt.
about that.
That game ain't as far as it was than what it looked like on that scoreboard. Tampa's just hurt.
Okay. I think Seattle. Outside of Sam Darnold, I still think that defense is hellacious.
He said, "I see."
They only gave up 17 points. They gave up a punt return, and then they scored in Tennessee scored in garbage time.
Sam Darnold different when he getting pressured, man. He's a
Oh
whole
yeah, I
different
agree.
person
Like I
when he
said,
getting pressured.
outside of Sam Darnold, Seattle JSI, he's
JSN,
like that. JSN, whoever. Um, I love the defense. I love the Rams defense.
man.
I still, if Dan Campbell would punt the fucking football, I would love Detroit.
If Dan Campbell was Matt Kafka kicking a field goal away from losing that game.
He was what?
Matt Kafka kicking a field goal away from losing that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If Matt Kafka kicks the field goal when y'all are in the red zone, and then let them kick the ball off, and then let them have to go up the field to score, you probably win that game.
Talking about the Giants.
The Giants win that game, I
Yeah.
think, yesterday.
But see, and that's another issue. I wish teams would stop going for it on fourth down.
Oh,
Like
we kicking
Brian
the ball off
Schottenheimer, out of
already?
all people, you shouldn't be doing it. Your daddy was Mr. Conservative himself. Take the point. You going for it on fourth down, and it's tied. Take the
Yeah,
fucking
come on,
point.
take the.
Like I did not understand that whatsoever. Luckily, the defense bailed him out because that would have been the. Ooh, goddamn, that was a good hit. That would have been the.
Yeah, what's yeah?
That would have been the talk of the town if the Eagles would have won that game. Why are you going for it? On the 2 yard. But I like the fight. Those new added pieces, they look good. I still don't trust the corners. Um, but just continue to fight, man. What happened? You on mute?
I know, cause I'm screaming. I'm
Uh,
screaming. Game on. I'm screaming over here. But
okay.
uh, oh, I feel good, man. I feel good about this game. But all right, fellas. Moving
Why?
on.
Because he
Wise
had a two
words.
yard game.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Wise words. No, I mean he averaged 3 yards a game, so I'm not worried about that. But it's more about some. Listen, a lot of weight you're carrying isn't the situation; it's the pace you're trying to move at. Some seasons aren't meant to slow you down. Some seasons are meant to slow you down so you can actually grow. And when you're tired or overwhelmed, everything looks bigger than it really is. Step back, breathe, respond with clarity, not impulse. Focus is powerful, but discipline would change your whole life. Let's go, Carolina! All right, so let's get to it, fellas. Let's get our picks in.
All right. Give me Green Bay. Detroit is not good on Thanksgiving for whatever
Man,
reason.
they gave, man. Come on, man. How y'all look? You said Green
I'm
Bay.
going. Give me Detroit.
I like
Detroit.
Green Bay, man. I'm starting to lose faith in Dan Campbell.
You said Detroit trigger. I'm going with Green Bay
Yes,
as
sir.
well.
Oh, I'm by myself on this one.
Yeah, I think Dan
Damn.
Campbell gonna lose that game. And Jordan Love inside. Jordan Love probably gonna throw for 300 yards.
Well, he killed them 2 years ago on Thanksgiving.
We got Kansas City at Dallas.
Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I want to pick Dallas, but I worry about y'all defense. Actually, I'm going with Dallas. I think Dak is going to destroy that defense, but y'all just need y'all defense to score. Let them score more points than KC does. Cincinnati at Baltimore. Joe Burrow will be starting, I believe.
Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore. Well, I don't know, man. I think it's
They
gonna be close.
Baltimore's rolling now. They 1-5, man. They got momentum. I think they in Pittsburgh, and you got the same record now, don't they?
Yeah,
I believe
I
So
so.
I
just
mean, yeah,
I
give me
just saw
Baltimore. They
them
got
play
all the
against.
momentum, man.
I just saw them play against the Jets, and they did not look impressive on the offensive
That's
side
the
of the
Jets. The
ball.
Jets still got a good defense.
Yeah, they do. The defense do. Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm gonna still
even
take
even even
Baltimore.
without Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams, for whatever reason, they still tend to play very well on the defensive side of the ball, at least. So I got to give them that.
I'm taking Cincy because you getting Jamar Chase back. I don't know about T. Higgins and concussion protocol, but Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, I'm gonna take.
Bro,
Smoking
no one
on that
Come
Joe
on,
Burrow, you know.
he caught it. They going down the field on us. I don't like this, but it's the first half. We come back in the second half anyway.
No Norman
Smoking on
Powell
you.
tonight.
No Norman Powell.
No Heroes suited up, but Powell's out.
Is that why the game's so close?
I mean, it's basketball. It's going. I was looking forward to seeing them two together though, but I guess not tonight. I mean, tonight is second night of a back to back, and Powell did have a little bit of a groin issue in the game yesterday. So I think they're just trying to be cautious with him. I mean, it
So
makes
that's all.
sense.
Look, come on, Derrick Brown. They holding Derrick Brown, man. Come on, Derrick Brown in that backfield. You see it, Miles. All right, we got Chicago at Philly.
Give me Chicago.
Mm.
I'm going with Chicago too.
Give me Philly.
I think Philly is going to go on a downward spiral.
It's that time of the year for when they would if they do.
Yeah.
Give me Philly. I would pick
Sam,
Chicago if they were in Chicago, but they going home coming off a bad loss. Like you got to have some kind of juice going into that.
San Fran at Cleveland.
Give me San Fran, but I need to talk about Cleveland. Miles Garrett,
Yeah, he a
bruh.
dog.
This
I'm going
dude
San
got
Fran.
Defensive Player of the
18.
Year.
He got defensive player of the year, all hands
He
down. And if
maybe
he was on a good
MVP.
team, he might
Maybe
be
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Um,
you're right. He's not gonna get that because he's not on a good team. But yeah,
18 sacks with 6 games to go. That is
13 in the last 4.
that
yes,
is
yeah,
bonkers, man.
that
But
is crazy. That's
Miles,
unheard of.
I don't feel sorry for you. You signed and you took money over winning. I don't feel sorry for you.
Yep.
You know, you knew Cleveland wasn't going nowhere, and you still took on the contract. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have got paid like you got paid in Cleveland, but I
Wasting
mean, shit, if
talent
you
in
went to a
Cleveland.
big market, you could have got endorsement deals and shit like that. But
Wasting away in Cleveland.
18 sacks with 6 games left. I mean, I don't, you got injuries and all that, but
And just
if he stays healthy, he's breaking that record.
Let me ask y'all a question.
and just for context too, real quick, like 13, 14 stacks in the season is considered a really good season. This man's got 18 all and still got 6 games to go. Like what?
If y'all at Dallas, do y'all give up
Crazy.
those 2 first-round picks and a player to get 2 first-round picks and a player to get Miles Garrett to Dallas?
Oof.
I think that's a Super Bowl.
Nah, because we still not good. We still need to find out corners.
No, you don't. With Niles Garrett, you ain't
I'm
gonna
about to
need no
say, with
corners.
Miles Garrett,
Miles Garrett, you ain't gonna need no
we
corners,
don't
big
need no
dog.
I mean,
corners.
yeah, you're gonna still need some
We
corners.
can run 9 players out
Cause
there. We
Dak
don't need
gonna
nobody to
score.
cover.
And with Miles Garrett, you just need Miles Garrett to get that big sack when you need a big sack. Miles Garrett getting 4 sacks a game. That's second, third down sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think we need to improve. I mean, yeah, it would be. I mean, I don't know. I think. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think
is he gonna get 18 sacks next year? Probably not. I think he's just playing out of his fucking mind right now.
If he got a chance to win, he might.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, Miles Garrett, man, that I saw that stat. I said 18. Like, how many games we got
But
left?
think about Miles Garrett. He's not playing. Cleveland's not playing for nothing, and that man is still going out there giving that effort, and he know he's not playing for the playoffs or nothing right now.
And they're
He's
always
still going to
playing,
get a
and they're always
Yeah.
playing from behind, so they're not passing the ball a lot.
exactly. Dallas. Think about what he would. Look what Michael Parsons looked like with Dallas. Imagine what Miles Garrett looks like with Dallas. He might get 10 sacks a game. I mean, think about it. He might get you two sacks a game at least.
Mm.
That's 32 sacks a year.
But I mean, so are you willing to not sign George Pickens for Miles Garrett?
Absolutely. I'll draft Malachi Lemon, one of these first round picks I got, because I can give you the lowest first round picks for the next 2 years.
Okay.
And then you go draft you a receiver. Damn, that was what the fuck? Come on, we can't look like that on Monday night, bro. Come on, bro.
Damn, that was holding.
You see, look, they cheating us Miles.
Oh wow.
Hey, look. Hey, look, Miles, we can't get cheated. They cheating us like that, Miles, for real.
Nah, they ain't cheating y'all, man.
You said I was holding. But all right, let's keep going. San Fran at Cleveland. Who you say, Trigger?
I got San Fran.
Jacksonville, Tennessee.
That is going to be a hell of a matchup. Trent Williams versus Miles Garrett. I would pay money to see that.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Give me Jacksonville.
I'm going with Jack too.
Give me Jack. You know what? Tennessee is one.
Here you go.
They
Here you
down
go.
1-1, right?
They was
But
close.
it's not gonna be against Jacksonville.
Don't disrespect Jacksonville like that.
Give me Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, I think beatable. I think every team in the NFL is beatable.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. I mean, yeah.
Houston
No
at
one.
Indianapolis.
Give me
Yeah,
Houston.
especially with Cam Ward. Cam Ward, if they put Xavier Restrepo in the game like Cam Ward had, I think Jacksonville might lose to Tennessee.
Give me Houston.
I want to pick Houston, but I'm gonna go with Indy.
I fully trust that defense, man. You know, Danny Dimes. He hasn't been looking good lately.
Oh, come on, man. Missed tackle.
Give me Houston, man. I think they are the most dangerous team in the NFL when healthy.
That boy Khalil Ware, boy, he gonna be special.
Damn,
be
Randy
special.
Navy. But yeah, give me Houston.
They used the whole first quarter to go down the field on us.
Mm-hmm.
But Houston. I'm going with Indy. Who you got, Trigger?
Who is it? Indy and who?
Houston.
Houston.
At
Indy.
Wow, that's crazy. Give me Houston.
Ooh, big picks. If CJ Stroud playing, that might be a Houston. New Orleans at
I
Miami.
just love the way their defense is playing right now. And Jonathan Taylor hasn't been great here the last couple of weeks, and he's getting ready to go up against this defense. It might not be another good week for him.
Mm-hmm. Give me Miami. I agree, Trigger. Give me Miami though.
Yeah, Miami.
New Orleans is a hot
New Orleans
mess
trash.
right now.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
going with
trash.
Miami too. Miami playing for something.
Daniel
Atlanta at New York
Dobbs.
Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
Give me the Jets.
Give me the Falcons.
Kirk Cousins and the Falcons over the Jets. I like
Yep.
it, Trigger. Arizona at Tampa Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay.
I'm going Arizona because I don't think Baker playing.
Yeah, it depends on Baker Mayfield's status for me. If the Bucks are if Baker plays, give me the Bucks. If he doesn't, I would take Arizona.
Well, what time is the game?
I'm not sure.
If it's 1 o'clock, give me Tampa Bay.
It's I mean, ours is at 1 o'clock, so it's probably a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah. So yeah, give me Tampa Bay.
And Trigger, you said Bucks with Baker, Arizona without.
Yep.
Rams at Carolina.
What time is the game?
1.
Give me
I'm
the
gonna be
Rams.
there. I'm gonna be there in person.
Is
Yeah,
Katie going?
No, it's gonna either be my pops or Ava or one of the other boys.
I need Katie to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, B Wise. I got to go with the Rams.
Yeah, give me the Rams. That's a hell of a game to go to, man.
Yeah, I know.
I think
Got two teams
I
leading
have
both
thought
of their
about selling my
divisions.
tickets because if we win the game tonight, them tickets gonna be good price. But Rams
That's
team don't
true.
travel. I'm going Carolina. We gonna win. Carolina winning 4 of their last 5.
Okay.
So you laughing? They might.
Especially if we get Tampa without
It's
Baker
funny,
one time,
though.
we can beat Seattle. Especially if Nick Gordon and all rookies are coming. Because think about this:
Well, I told
after the bye
y'all.
week, we haven't got a back week yet. A bye.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I told y'all about Seattle though.
You did.
I don't think the Sam Darnold, like this same quarterback we saw in Minnesota last year, saw what happened when they played decent competition.
I told y'all about Sam Darnold.
And they thought bringing him in and replace Geno. I mean, did it really replace Geno?
I would say so, or maybe JSN has gotten better because
think
with Gino, they didn't have 9 wins or 8 wins at this time.
Yeah, I think if you swap them, you get the same results you've gotten so far.
All right, so let's go Minnesota at Seattle.
Give me Seattle. Because I don't
Seattle.
think JJ's playing.
He's not.
Minnesota's not. No, they're tough.
I'm going Seattle too, unless no, actually, I don't know. I want to go Minnesota, but I'm gonna say Seattle.
Seattle.
Buffalo at Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
give me Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Pittsburgh is just. I mean, Buffalo ain't no better, but I just.
This will be the game.
Let's go
right
run that
here.
ball.
This gonna be the week right here. Pittsburgh loses and Baltimore takes control of the AFC North. When they had no business being in the race after the start they had this season.
It was like that last year, won't it, Trigger?
I think so. But this gonna be the week. This gonna be the week the Steelers cough up the AFC North.
Well, they already coughed it up.
Well, officially, the Ravens will move ahead of them. Yeah, because they got the same record right now.
Yeah. Go ahead, Wise.
Well, you're good. I got Las Vegas at Los Angeles Chargers.
Give me the Chargers. The Raiders are a joke.
There you go, young Bryce. Oh, he got hit. That's a first down, though. Roughing the pass. Let's go, young Bryce. Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Oh shit! Well, he gonna feel that in the morning.
That's what she said.
Young Brycey. You got y'all. Everybody got Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's holding on y'all, B Wise. What you talking about?
That ain't holding on. Oh, they got a hold. That's the flag.
There's a holding on y'all.
Oh, I saw the flag, but I ain't say it yet on my screen. Oh, they did say it. I ain't hear it. I don't got my volume.
But that should have been roughing the passer though. He led with his helmet.
Thank you, Mal. See, that's all right. They working. There's those refs at the game with Trigger. Denver at Washington. Jaden Daniels returned to practice.
Give me Denver.
All right, Bryce. I don't need you to be checked down, Charlie, big dog. Denver. I'm gonna go with Denver as well. Who you got, Trigger? Denver at Washington.
Yeah, Denver.
And then we got New York Giants at New England.
Give me the Patriots, but the Giants. They have squandered 5 games where they led by 10 points in the fourth quarter. That is unheard of. The Giants, I think they're probably the best team in the NFL when it comes into.
Let's go, Chew! We going for that.
When it comes to the first 3 quarters, but I'm never counting out Jameis Winston. He's gonna fight and he's gonna throw some bad passes.
Yeah, bro.
I love Jabo, man.
I can't. Hey, Jameis looked like a receiver out there this weekend, boy. Jameis. All right, who you got, Trigger?
The Nuggets. I mean, not the
The
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Denver. You said Denver. I thought about Nuggets for whatever reason.
No, this Giants in New England.
Yeah, give me
we punting?
Give me New England. New England. Sorry.
I thought we would go for this at least. Let's see what we got.
Are y'all out of school? Why? Is Dinwiddie out of school?
Yeah. Oh,
Man, shit, they made us go the first 2 goddamn days, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Same here.
And they ain't been doing nothing but fucking fighting. We had 3 fights before 9 o'clock.
And then look. That's why you need to put in your thesis. If we'd have been out of school all week, it wouldn't have been fights.
Right.
It's a safety issue now. Well, all right, fellas. 2-minute warning. It's Monday Night Football. Carolina. I don't know. We'll see. We're a second half team. No, I got to get off here and
God damn.
we're a second half team. Yeah, I mean we had that first down as you've seen. They calling holding, but they ain't calling the roughing the passer. But defense need to wake the fuck up. But we'll see. Hey, if we stop Christian McCaffrey, if Bryce Young keep throwing the ball like he doing, Carolina gonna win 27-24.
Okay.
Anything from y'all, fellas?
Fellas, if I don't see y'all on Thursday, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that's right. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving, fellas.
Happy
Be a great day of football.
Trigger, are you working Thursday?
No, I'm off. I work Wednesday, so I'll be off Thursday, Friday. So Thanksgiving, Black Friday, we here.
Football. We got football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please,
yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get a game this weekend, this Friday. I'm a little sad.
It's a freaking rebound.
I think my season's over with.
Oh, you done?
Yeah.
Big Miles is done with for this year. Hey, but I didn't say this. Virginia Tech is on the rise. James Franklin gonna really do something for that program.
No, he's not.
Why you think he not?
Because he didn't do nothing for Penn State.
What you mean? After Sandusky stuff, what do you mean? He won 10 games.
Rebound!
That was like us at the game. That was like us at the game on Friday. But all right, let's. Yeah, yeah. I see. Look, you still like. But yeah, I gotta go watch it. But all right, yo, what's y'all final words?
Had 4 attempts.
You say what, Wise?
I said, what's y'all final words, fellas?
Stay safe this holiday, y'all.
Rebound. Everybody out there, rebound.
That's right.
Rebound the basketball. Thank you.
And the football.
Ain't that right now? You tell them rebound.
Christian McCaffrey had 9 touches on the first drive. We can't let that happen.
And kids tomorrow, please not.
Hey, baby. Yeah, kids, and enjoy your holiday weekend. Y'all should be out all week.
They should.
So, and teachers as well. Teachers do too much. Oh, they going with everybody. They gonna run this ball to the left.
Too much. Come on.
Oh, they passed it. We got that. That's a pick. That's a pick. That's a pick! Yeah, JC! That's a pick! I called it!
Damn, Purdy, who you throwing that to?
I told you, I called it. I saw it before the play. Let's go, JC.
Rebound. Say it with me.
I should have went for that. I knew he was gonna give us one. That man a $24 million corner for a reason. That's what a $24 million corner is supposed to look like. Right there for y'all. If y'all ain't know.
Mm-hmm. Rebound.
Yeah, Brock. Thank you. Let's go, Bryce. Put it in the end zone.
Does anybody else miss free throws other than us?
You can't say that, Trey. You can't.
I know I can't, but they're in the NBA. I'm not.
You are in the NBA, National Brothers Association.
No, that ain't the one I'm talking about.
No, now watch me about to give him one back. That's all right. Yeah, Bryce, get your 5 and get out there. But all right, I'm B Wise.
I'm Miles.
I'm Trigger.
And this has been Ballers. We out. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Peace.
Yay.
Leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave